This new article from Kane's Warning, it's the 15 best Miami football NFL careers in Hurricanes history. So not the best Hurricanes of all time, all together, or just in college. The ones that had strictly the best NFL careers. They come from the U. It's all about the U, but this is about their NFL career. The best Hurricanes NFL careers. In at number 15, I've already got a problem. Vlad,
What's that?
Jimmy Graham.
Hmm.
Not the greatest player in college, not basketball or football wise for the U.
Yeah, but Jimmy was
In the pros, though,
here's the thing with Jimmy. His first 4 years with New Orleans were great, but then he wasn't the same player when he went to Seattle, Green Bay, and
I
Chicago.
wonder why.
I don't know. I okay. Let's go on.
So Jimmy Graham's in at 15. This is why I have a problem with it. Number 14 is Jeremy Shockey. Pro wise, I thought Jimmy Graham was maybe a little bit better than Jeremy Shockey.
No way. Are you forgetting about dual shock power? Are you forgetting about what he did with the Giants? And he did win the Super Bowl with the Saints.
He did win the Super Bowl with Saints.
Okay, so yeah, Shockey definitely deserves to be
Ahead of Jimmy Graham.
ahead of Jimmy Graham. Yes.
Agree to disagree.
All right. Well,
Number 13, Vince Wilfork. I'm okay with
yes,
that. That's
yes.
good.
Big Daddy Vince.
Yeah. Man, that jammed up everything right there.
10 years, man. He did 11 seasons with New England. So, yeah, no. Vince Wilfork definitely deserves the top 15
This one's a little
Miami
crazy.
Hurricane
Cool.
in the NFL.
Number 12, Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
Could be a little higher, I would think. He had a great career.
I got to see who's ahead of Reggie,
Okay,
but he's
let's-
definitely top 15. I thought Reggie might be higher. Maybe he should be in the top 10.
Let's work it out.
Okay.
Whew, number 11, Michael Irving. Yeah.
How is Michael Irving number 11?
He's got to be higher than that. Irving.
Dude, Irving's had that. He's got to be top 5 easy in former Hurricanes who had great NFL careers.
He was Troy
Three-
Aikman's number 1
The playmaker has 3 Super Bowl rings, man.
and was all over the league for a while. Okay, so we're starting to disagree with some of this stuff.
We're not agreeing.
In at number 10, Jim Kelly.
How is Jim Kelly ahead of Michael Irving?
I would put Jim Kelly behind Michael Irving.
Jim Kelly lost
Irving.
4 Super Bowls, bro.
Yeah, he had a great pro career though. We're not taking away.
And he remember he played in the USFL and when the USFL first.
The reason I put
was
Michael
out.
Irvin ahead of Jim Kelly, simple reason, like you would think. 3 Super Bowl rings to nada for Jim Kelly. Even though he went to 4, which is quite an accomplishment. But I mean, come on.
But he's 0 for 4.
Yeah, that's okay. Now, see, this is where I'm going to get at it again. Number 8, Andre Johnson.
Ooh, here's a good question.
Great player.
Who had a better career, Andre Johnson or Reggie Wayne in the NFL?
I would take Reggie Wayne. Now, Andre Johnson did some fantastic things. A lot of people weren't always
But
looking
Reggie
in the
was a number 2 though.
Man.
Dre was in 1. He was the 1 in Houston. Reggie had Marvin Harrison across from him. You know,
I take Reggie.
I mean, Reggie said they both had great careers.
I put Jim Kelly ahead of Andre Johnson too.
Yeah, I would put Jim Kelly ahead of Andre Johnson.
Okay, so we're starting to see some differentiation. Number 7, Cortez Kennedy. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to kind of take away.
If I'm looking at their careers, I guess I would take Tez over Big Daddy Wilfork.
Defensive tackle, only played for 10 years.
All right.
Questionable once again. I mean, once again, these guys are
know,
deserving of being in the top
And here's the
15.
crazy part. I would have Jerome Brown over Cortez Kennedy.
Now,
And I don't know the list. I haven't seen the list, so I don't know if Jerome Brown is going to be in the next 6 names that you mentioned. But personally speaking, I would take Jerome Brown over Cortez.
In at number 6, Ted Hendricks.
All right, I guess I got to go with that. I know I'm older, but I wasn't that old. Not that old that I was able to see Ted Hendricks play. But from what I hear, he was a hell of a player in college and the NFL.
A little bit before my time, nonetheless. Oh, we'll do this. And he was a bad man. Unofficially recorded 363 sacks. Well, now that would be a bad man. 363 tackles,
Jesus.
60 and a half sacks, 26 interceptions, and 16 fumble recoveries in 14 years. That's a lot of stats. That is a lot of stats. Man, it was all over the field.
Could have done more.
Oh, this.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
In at number 5. Yeah, it's hard.
All right, hold on.
Devin Hester.
So they have Devin Hester way ahead of Reggie Wayne and Andre Johnson?
Yeah. What's Devin Hester known for in the pros? Be honest.
Special teams.
Yeah, returning kicks.
Okay.
Greatest returner of all time.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't mean that that's top 5 of greatest Miami Hurricane of all time.
I know.
In the end, greatest 5 Miami Hurricanes with NFL. With an NFL career. That's what it is. The 15 best Miami football NFL careers in Hurricanes history. I don't think Devin Hester's NFL career was better than Reggie Wayne's or Andre Johnson.
Let's see who's in at number 4. Warren Sapp.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
I mean, no one's going to argue.
I have no argument. Top 5.
Transcending defensive player. Number 3, Ed Reed.
I have no problem with that.
No problem. I mean, Ed Reed, you could argue number 2, but number 3 is
like I have no problem with that.
Maybe the best DB of all time, but yeah, there you go.
Best safety.
Number
top 3.
2, Jim Otto.
Okay, so here's another thing I realized.
Yeah,
Al Davis loved drafting out of the University of Miami.
Well, that's obvious
because Ted Hendricks and Jim Otto, all I see are Raider jerseys.
Hendricks played a bunch of places though, so
right, but I think he really made his. He was very known for being a Raider, and definitely Jim Otto. I like Mr. Hendricks. Did not see him play. Heard he was a hell of a player.
He was a center, so I mean, like, there's not going to be all these stats like,
I guess I'm gonna have to go by what the people say.
Number 1, Ray Lewis.
I don't really think there's any argument.
Yeah, I don't think there's any argument. Now, one glaring omission.
What's a glaring omission? Well, who's the glaring omission?
I turned gold teeth into a gold jacket. Edge. Edge is in the Hall of Fame.
Edge had a great NFL career. I'm surprised that none of these running backs are in the top 15 Miami NFL careers. You have where's Frank Gore?
Frank Gore is one of the.
Where's Frank Gore?
Isn't he the 3rd all-time NFL rusher?
Where is Frankie? Where's Frank Gore in this list?
It's not a very heavy running back list right now.
I would take
you
Frank
think Jimmy
Gore,
Graham.
You take Willis McGahee after the injury that he suffered in the Fiesta Bowl championship game, and then to come back and still have a very good NFL career. Clinton Portis, he had a great career.
Portis, great career. But I mean, love Jimmy Graham.
But yeah, how does Jimmy Graham
compare even to the career that Edgerrin James and Frank Gore had?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's who is this? Fan-sided? Bad job by you, fan-sided. Andrew Hughes. Shame on you. Your list is it's very lacking right here. They're lacking some.
We're gonna get a version 2.0, maybe.
Dude, I mean, I don't even like some of the guys, and I don't even like some of the placements of some of these.
I know.
Some of these players.
Well, that's why we have these lists and we take a look at them and stuff like that. I mean, I'll even go Frank Gore, and I mean, once again, tight ends, Jeremy Shockey. I got Frank Gore and Edgerrin James over Jeremy Shockey too.
I'm shocked. Look, Sergey, B. McD. I hear you, man. Like, this is a crazy list. Number 1 should be Brett Romberg. So Romberg should always be number 1 in any.
Always
list.
Number 1.
I love Romberg, man. Miss him. But hey, even our boy Brian Monroe should have been on the list. I'm just kidding.
Give some love to a punter, man. Look, they're just as important as anybody else. Flip the field.
Brian Monroe. B-Mac, man. I beat more. But how do they like this? There's a lot of great players here, Dan, that they did not put on this list, and some of these guys I don't even think should be on the list. They might have been honorable mention. Like Jimmy Graham has to go, like out the gate, he's got to go.
I agree with that. I agree. But yeah, some glaring omissions right there. But then again, to have an abundance of riches like the U has had in sending players to the pros, that's a good thing. It's going to happen again.
Don't crap on Vinny. Vinny had a hell of an NFL career.
Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny still could throw the ball right now at his age. I think Vinny's like 60. He still could throw the ball.
He had an interesting career. He had one of those careers that just kept going. Sometimes it was really good. Sometimes it was not really good. But he had a longevity wise. Yeah, man. He was with the Jets.
I have no problem. You know what? Number 1, Ray Lewis.
Yep.
Ed Reed, number 2.
No, Ed Reed's not number 2.
I mean, number 3. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Michael Irvin should be top 5. I can't believe he's 11.
Yep.
Can't believe Michael Irvin's 11. You're telling me that Jim Kelly had a better NFL career than Michael Irvin?
Nope.
I can't. No.
I'm not telling you that.
No. I mean, that's what the writer was telling me.
I think that Reggie Wayne should have been a little bit higher.
Reggie should have been higher.
And I think Edge and Frank Gore, at least as running backs, should have made the
Absolutely,
list.
Edge and Frank Gore should have made the list. I think if you make the Hall of Fame, you automatically in. You should be on that list.
I mean, over guys that didn't.
Like Jimmy Graham didn't make no Hall of Fame.
No.
I don't even think he's in the Hurricane Hall of Fame.
No, he didn't have a great career here as a basketball or football player. He actually had a very short career as a football player here. So
wow, this is disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest.
You went from being like, oh, okay,
Nah,
to oh man, I'm disgusted. I'm about to vomit. This is a vomit. I'm out.
No, like if you really look at the list, and all these guys, they deserve their name to be mentioned. But when you really look at the unbelievable players that came out of the U that excelled in the NFL, and there's certain guys like Jimmy Graham should not be in the top 15.
Another one, Sergey brings up a good point. Bernie Kosar. He had a great career with the Cleveland Browns.
Great career.
He's not even on the list, anywhere near the list. We even forgot about him. So bad job by us. But yeah, Bernie Kosar should be up there, at least in somewhat of mention of this top 15. He had a bigger career than Jeremy Shockey, and I keep picking on the last two, but I mean, yeah, one of those things.
Actually, you know what? And Sergey just said it right now. I would take Sean Taylor over
wow.
Jimmy Graham.
We forgot about Sean Taylor too.
Jimmy, I would overtake him over Jimmy.
We forgot about Sean Taylor. Man.
Thank you, Sergey.
An embarrassment of riches, by the way. It's great.
But oh my God, you know what? I got to take this. I'm going to send this list to Brian Monroe and see what he thinks about it, because I'm disgusted.
Send it to Brian Monroe, Rashad Butler, any of our other dudes that represented for the U. Yeah. Send it to Joe Zagacki. Joe Zagacki will break it down.
Send it to DBJ.
All of them. Yeah, let's send it to them. Let's let them know.
How don't you have these running backs? There's not one University of Miami running back.
That's crazy.
You don't have Frankie G or Edgerrin on there?
I like you, bro, but you're crazy, man. You're crazy.
The third leading rusher in NFL history.
Yep.
And the other one is a Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Yep. Kind of help revolutionize the running back position too. In the NFL. Catching, running, doing it all.
I'm disgusted. I'm really disgusted now. I like it's one of those things. You know what? That's the other thing. As you get older, when things bother you and you start thinking about it more. It festers and it starts building. Now it's like, nah, you know what? I'm done.